It's fantastic, but what I will say is that, so we've done some gigs already. We've done like over 50 concerts. We've done TV shows, recorded a new album. But this is our first time back in Sweden as a band, and it's very, very exciting. Everything, I mean, even when we landed at the airport, it's the same driver that's always driven us since 1999. And the same hotels that we stay in, you know, we kind of drive in the same road, under the same bridges and everything. And it was just immediately, we started to remember everything very quickly. We drove down the street, we're like, oh, that's the bar that we went to that night with the record company, and that's the restaurant we used to eat in, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So it's lovely to be back here, lovely to be back in the Globe as well, where we've played some concerts, been to some fantastic events. And in fact, Nikki, believe it or not, performed in the 2016 Eurovision here too, which some of you may not know.
I'm sure they do. Yes, but just to continue what Mark said, Sweden was always a home away from home for Westlife. You know, we recorded all of our albums here, most of our albums here with Chiron and Marathon and, you know, everybody, Parent David, Max, you know, Antor, Rami, Merlin, like the list is endless. And we used to have great nights out here and great, you know, great fun here. And our fans here were always brilliant. And we did some touring here, and Sweden was always a great country for Westlife. So it was great to be back. It was great to be back in 2016 for Eurovision with Ireland in the Globe. But it's nice.
Nikki was a contestant.
It's even nicer now to be back as a band with the gang, you know, with all the boys. Well, I think some of us are leaner than we were, fitter than we were last time around. I would also say some of us are probably, since our break 7 years, I think it was more of us are health conscious. I think we're getting older. I'm 41. I, you know, came to Sweden in 1998 as, you know, with Westlife as an 19-year-old. We stayed in Täby and we recorded the album. So we've definitely changed, but I think our time away has led us and given us some worldly experiences to bring back to Westlife this time around. So our new album, Spectrum, I think it captures that. I think it captures for young men now, or maybe old men, I don't know how you regard middle-aged men, with no Botox, which I think is a positive. So
I went for a swim this morning in the beautiful water across from the hotel. I go for a swim every morning.
You did not, because it was the Grand Hotel and that water was very cold.
Now you've just told everyone where we're staying, and we won't be able to get out to the airport to go to China tomorrow.
But look, yeah, it's been a nice breakaway, but to come back to Westlife to do it all again, and now to be on Swedish Idol is huge, and hopefully we can come back and do a big concert here. That's the plan. Back to Globen. Westlife, back to Globen. We fell to the bottom after we quit. So
really, like, you know, when we finished the band in 2012, you know, Westlife was over. It was because it was the right time to finish, and now we feel the right time to come back because our energy for Westlife is refreshed. We all started to miss Westlife a lot. We missed our fans. We missed the misty seas and the ocean. We missed Ron and Caden. No, we missed the magic that only Westlife can create, you know. Everybody has done stuff by themselves and it's all been fantastic and everyone's been comfortable and happy. But there's a certain magic that Westlife has that is sort of, you know, incomparable, you know. It's hard for anything to ever be the same as that, you know. It's just extra, you know. And I think we all missed a bit of that. And it just, I don't know, all the stars came together in the right time, the right place, and for now we're back together and we're really loving it.
Well, we're all daddies now. Mark has just a brand new little baby girl, Layla, who's now 2 months old, is she?
9 weeks.
9 weeks, so 2 months and a week. And that I suppose that really rounded off everybody, you know, as all being dads, and it made it special. I think a song like My Blood, it's a song written by Ed Sheeran for Westlife with Steve Mack, who's an English producer. It's a very special, lyrically it's very special. It's about a young kid and the relationship with a parent, and then almost in the middle of the song, you know, you're now seeing it through the eyes of the kid as an adult and how to be a parent. It's just great lyrics. It pulled on all of our heartstrings when we were recording it. And, you know, I think this time around we felt when we were making songs and making albums and stuff, we wanted to be in charge of our own destiny. We wanted to record the songs that we wanted to. We're now men. We can decide to say yes and decide to say no. And I think with My Blood, we felt, wouldn't it be lovely to put the children, all 10 of them, in a music video that we can always have forever. And when the children are older, as adults, will look back and laugh and cry and be embarrassed and always have that moment with their dads. When we shot the video, Layla was still not born yet, so there's a lovely little moment at the end where you catch a quick glimpse of Layla when she's literally fresh out of the wrapper, brand new. How old was she when you did that?
She was about 10 days, maybe a week, 10 days. I had to literally do some video on my iPhone, or my other half Kaylin did, and email it really quickly back to London where they were making the video, because the video was being finished. Actually, it was probably already finished, but we just squeezed it in at the last minute. I didn't know if it was going to be in time for the video or not, but it was lovely that she was in there as well. Even when I showed my mother and my auntie, they didn't know she was going to be at the end of the video, and then they just seen it and they're like, so it's really sweet. It's nice. It was a nice little moment. Nice to be able to include my kid in the video too.